Hi and welcome to another episode of Where Are the Hartnets? This week we took Luke to the Upside Down house.
Pretty self-explanatory, really. Everything's upside down, and the whole point is to take some cool photos and then flip them and basically walk away with some cool photos. That's kind of it, right?
Yeah, so some of the pictures looks like, we're hanging off ceilings or falling into a toilet, etc. We actually have a reel on Instagram, so if you're interested in seeing more of it, you can go and follow us on Instagram at Where Are the Hartnets. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, and Luke loves going to these type of museums.
Yeah, we might call this one the tourist trap video, where to go to some of the tourist traps, but to be honest, we have a great time. I think it's about expectations, right?
Yeah, we know what they're designed for, and they're not super expensive here. The staff are really friendly, and you have quite a few laughs. So to us, it's definitely worth a great day out with Luke.
I was initially a little bit taken aback because the second you go in, there's just staff at you saying, stand here, do this, do that, take a photo, okay, next room. And it feels like they're just kind of really pushing you through, but once you get a few people in there, you can understand why they have to do that, because if you get too many people just staying in the one room, no one gets to take a photo, and that's kind of the point.
Everyone's trying to get their best Instagram shot and multiple shots, so yeah, they definitely have to help move you on. Especially even with kids, like Luke was already one of those ones that was holding people up because he wanted to do it this way and that way.
But he had a great time, and I said we had a great time too. You're not necessarily there for that long, but it was good. Got some good photos and had some laughs, and good way to keep kids entertained, I would say.
Yeah.
I'm going to let Tess take this one because she was really on the hunt for some secondhand kids book, and she looked something up, and then we had to try and find these bookstores.
So I saw it on Instagram. It's just like this area that had heaps of secondhand books, and I thought that would be great because Luke goes through 2 or 3 books a day, and as you know, books can get very expensive very quickly, and he generally doesn't read them again. So I saw this and we went on a hunt for it, but you actually had to go through the wet market that we just walked through and up on a few floors. And then we stumbled across this. Not all of it was open, but it is just room after room after room of secondhand books. Unfortunately, we didn't really end up taking any because we did find some, and they are used, and they're on the probably ready to go in the bin end of used, like your cockroach stains and things, but they ended up being more expensive than some of the brand new books, almost.
So it was a great little travelling, exploring and hunting experience, but unfortunately we walked away empty-handed.
And then one of our other family fun days, I also saw this dark mansion on Instagram, and I thought this would be really cool and heaps of fun for us as a family, so we decided to head here.
It's effectively a glow-in-the-dark experience where they paint everything with that special paint, and then they have black lights everywhere. So we opted to wear as much white as we could.
And it's basically 2 large rooms that have a variety of different scenes that you can capture.
Tess had read beforehand that should set your expectations of it being a fairly short experience. So we had that. We know people have been disappointed about how small it was, but we kind of, I guess, had the expectation going in that it was going to be small, so we just really took our time and enjoyed it.
Yeah, again, it's something we came to first up so that there wouldn't be any crowds and we wouldn't feel bad taking our time. But I did read that it's about a 30 to 45 minute experience, and that's if you stop and take all the photos. I'd say that was pretty accurate as well.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. All 3 of us really, really enjoyed it, and we got some great family photos. It's something very different, and we just decided that it would be a great little thing to do before going for brunch or something afterwards. don't know if we said, but it is in Georgetown as well.
Yeah, actually the Glow in the Dark Museum is, I think, 100 metres from the Upside Down Museum. So they're all in the one sort of area in the heart of Georgetown. So you're not too far walking distance from cafes and restaurants and shopping centres. There's a lot to do in there. And I think it's kind of, I don't know, I think they're located in a fun area really. There's lots of little markets around there and lots to explore.
So if you aren't here for a huge amount of time and you want to do something with the kids, you could actually do a lot of these back to back quite easily, and then find some really cool little areas to have lunch and coffee and cold drinks in between each one.
A lot of downtown Georgetown is about walking through the alleys and the old shop houses, but as Penang can get pretty hot, particularly to visitors who aren't used to the heat, I think these are a good little way to break up your day, particularly again if you've got kids. You can get out of the heat and experience something fun before getting back out in it again. Which is exactly what we did. I think I remember this going for this walk because I was surprised that there's actually an alley in Georgetown that we haven't walked down, because we've spent a lot of time walking down different alleys, and having said that, we only went down 2 streets before we started recognising everything again. But we just love walking around Georgetown. It is just one of the coolest places that we've ever been, I would say. I really love it.
Yeah. Love all the old shopfront buildings and a lot of, I don't know, just so many different textures and tiles, and I don't know, it's just amazing. It's really hard to explain unless you come and walk the streets yourself.
And of course, we found ourselves at one of our favourite cafes downtown, which is Pace. But that pretty much wraps up this video. We're just going to finish off. We did actually go to the Escape Waterpark, which is a massive water park. We forgot to take our waterproof camera, unfortunately, though. But what we are going to do is just leave you with one video that we did take of an experience that I won't forget in a hurry.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, and we will be sure to go back to Escape again. Yeah.
You should have seen how scared I was of just watching you hop down. I got so scared for you.
How was it?
Was that a back slap at the end? Yeah. This was a bum. Oh my goodness, my bum's head. How was that?
I got really scared.
So did I.
When I saw you hop in the cube, I started nearly crying.
Did you? Come here.